All right, ladies and gentlemen, Run Sports Broadcasting bringing you tonight's Ashburn Xtreme 2 matchup. Tonight, the Ashburn Xtreme taking on the Loudoun Knights here from the Ashburn Ice House. We are getting ready to get these teams on the ice. Big night for the Ashburn Xtreme. Uh, so a win tonight is twofold. Number one, Ashburn will qualify for the state tournament playoffs, and uh, number two, they will secure their spot in the CBHL playoffs. So, big night for Ashburn. If they can come away with a victory tonight, we shall see. Loudoun Knights are going to have a little something to say about that, and we will see how this goes. Last week, these two teams played a 7-2 victory on Sunday night for the Ashburn Xtreme. So this is the rematch a week later, and we will see how this goes. So refs are coming out on the ice, and teams are about to get on the ice. So we should be getting started here shortly. So stick with us here on Rudd Sports Broadcasting, and we will be right back with you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, right here on Run Sports Broadcasting, we are right back at it tonight. All right, so Ashburn dropping a heartbreaker earlier today to the Maryland Black Bears, back down in up in Piney Orchard. 3-1 game, but that game was much closer than it appeared. Just couldn't get anything past the netminder. Sometimes that happens. You run into a hot goalie. Well, it is what it is, right? So here we are getting ready for this game. As I mentioned earlier, Ashburn in position now. If they win this game in regulation, they will make the state tournament. They will move up to the number 1 seed for the state tournament up from their division, and they should then be into the state tournament playoffs, which will happen the weekend after the CBHL playoffs. Speaking of the CBHL playoffs, a win tonight by Ashburn should lock them in to the CBHL playoffs. And then, of course, tomorrow they can improve their standings with their game against the Howard Huskies. So, this is a big night for Ashburn. They need to come out. They need to play hard, and we'll see how this plays out. Loudoun's going to be looking for some revenge because last weekend they lost to Ashburn 7-2 on Sunday evening up in Ion. So I know they have got to be looking for just a little bit of revenge. So give us just a couple more minutes, and we will get started here on Rudd Sports Broadcasting. And our new non-paid sponsor, Till Valhalla Project. Till Valhalla Project is a veteran-owned, mission-based apparel company specializing in quality products that save veteran lives and honor fallen heroes. At least 20% of net proceeds go towards funding therapy for struggling veterans and making memorial plaques that are surprise delivered to families of fallen heroes. So far, their supporters have helped them donate over $1.3 million to fight veteran suicide and honor 72 fallen heroes every month, nearly 3,000 in total. By supporting them, you help veterans get the mental health care they deserve and ensure no hero goes forgotten. Check out their website at tillvalhallaproject.com. All right, and we are ready to get started here. Ashburn out there, face off, won though by Loudoun. Nico Feliciano starting out there with Donovan and Aiden O'Neill. Donovan trying to send that through, but Revich with it. Now Revich sending it across as he looks to get it out of the zone. He sends it up for Feliciano. Feliciano tips that, but he tips it on the wrong side of center, and that will bring the face-off back inside the Ashburn end. Just getting started here. 16:35 remaining here in the first period. Feliciano will be back in for this face-off. Going to be facing off against number 19. Number 19 for them is not on their roster. Maybe that's a 14. I don't know. Maybe it's a 16. It's a 16. It's Tucker Booz. All right, so behind the net, Booz. Booz looking out front. Now sent across Golden. Golden loses it. It gets back out to center, and back comes Loudoun. Now working his way up. That's sent in behind the net. Wells going to send that one to the side, and now cleared up and out of the zone by Ashburn as they go and try to get through. Now trying to work his way in. O'Neill, he's on sides at the line. He's going to dump it in. Now behind the net, Donovan giving chase. Behind the net, Donovan to O'Neill. O'Neill down low. O'Neill still down low, trying to get through. He gets it to Donovan, now back to... All right, sorry, that wasn't Donovan. That was... Who was that? That was Cowell. All right, so Donovan with it now. He's looking to push it up. He sends it up, and he gets it out here. Now, dump back in, but offsides. They had to regroup. They did. Now, back they come. Coming through, working his way through. That's Dwyer for Loudoun trying to get it through, but it can't get through center. And now, looking up. Dumped in there by Ryan. Ryan sends it behind the net as Loudoun gets to it. The Knights get to it, but turn it over here to Conchar. Conchar in the middle. Oh, and he couldn't hold on to it, and back they come. Now, working his way across, Dwyer. Dwyer going to get pushed off by Apostolescu into the corner. And now Apostolescu comes away with it. He sends it back out to center. And now offsides at the line. So face-off going to be just outside the Ashburn end. Now face-off, Rutherford. Rutherford wins that up to Ratterman. Now step back down low, trying to get it out. Now Rutherford gets to it, sends it up, finds Ratterman. Ratterman tips it down, but he was on the wrong side of center, and so face-off going to come back inside the Ashburn end. Just getting started here in the first period. 14:51 remaining. Rutherford then against Booz for this face-off. Face-off won by Rutherford. He dumps it back. Baltimore tries to get to it. He does. He sends it around behind to the far side corner. For those listening at home, Ashburn moving left to right across your radio dial or device. And there is a penalty upcoming here. It looks like it's coming against News. Gets a minor penalty for elbowing. Now, inside the faceoff dot, Rutherford's out there with Ratterman and Rubenstein. Now, faceoff won by Rutherford as he tries to get it back, but it's pushed out by Golden. It's going to get down. It's going to come on net. So, going to clear. Now, working their way up. Looking. Here comes Strabutzel. Strabutzel sending it up for Ratterman. Ratterman dumping it deeper, trying to get down low with it, and it's hit right back out all the way down, but on net. So no icing, as Rebic will have to get it for Ashburn. Now Rebic moving his way around. He sends it up, looking for Ratterman. Ratterman dumps it in. That is onside. Chase being given by Rubenstein. Now sent towards the net. It's out front. Checked by Strabutzel. Now the Rutherford. Rutherford shot goes wide of the net. Now working Rubenstein. Tries to get it out. Held in by Rebic, but only temporarily. It gets back out to center. Now Strabutzel over to Rutherford. Rutherford looking up. He's going to carry in. He's looking, trying to get through center, trying to get it to Rubenstein. Picked up. He's checked up off the puck. Now back to Rebic. Rebic sends it in. Now Rubenstein shot. Puck is loose. Puck is still loose. Down low. Rutherford's picking it up. Tries to send it back down low, and there's a penalty upcoming here on Loudoun. Hit straight to the face, and they're going to only give the roughing. They're not going to give the head contact, but that puck was way gone. And now Loudoun going to be down 2 men for the next 52 seconds. So 5-on-3 for Ashburn. Good opportunity here for them as we get started here. 13:33 remaining in the game. 52 seconds on the first penalty. Now face-off taken by Cal. I'm sorry, that's Feliciano. He wins it back to Morse. Now over to Apostolescu. Now Morse shot towards the net. That goes wide. Now kept in by Apostolescu and poked out by the defensive Loudoun. Hayes is the one that had that one. Now Feliciano looking up, sending it out. And here comes O'Neill. O'Neill cutting across. Now to Feliciano. Oh, in front for Donovan, and he's pushed it wide. Now Feliciano looking across. He finds Morse. Morse sending it across, and it's blocked out front and just lifted out by Loudoun as they're going to get it down the ice. Now being chased down by Apostolescu. 9 seconds still left on the 5-on-3, and then it will be a 5-on-4 for a limited period of time. Now here comes Feliciano working his way in, picked up by O'Neill to the net. Now Feliciano down low to O'Neill, sending it in front, trying to get through it. It's a goal! That goal scored by, I believe, Casey Conchar at the side of the net, and that'll put Ashburn up 1-0 on the power play goal by Casey Conchar, I believe assisted by O'Neill. Now working his way down. Now that gets on net. Sorry about that. I was double checking my my scoring. It was Casey Conchar from O'Neill. So now face-off won by Cal. Cal sends it back. It's shot towards the net by Strabutzel, but it's blocked out front. Kept in by Revich. Shot towards the net. Now out for Conchar. Conchar checked off the puck just as he tried to get it on. Puck is loose and now finally covered up by the nets, by the netminder, Atkinson. He'll hold on, and we'll get a face-off coming up to his right. Face-off there, won by Cal. Now back over, it goes to Strabutzel, down to Revich. Revich tries to send it on, but whiffs on it just a little bit and gets cleared away by Taylor. Now working his way in. Rubenstein tripped up by, or that might be Ryan. Ryan tripped up by the official. Now back, look, here comes Rademan. Rademan trying to get into the play. Wasn't able to. And now back comes back into the Ashburn end. Now working their way up. Here comes Cal. Cal's got a 3-on-2 if he hurries. He's got Rademan with him. He's got Chris Ryan out there, but Chris Ryan, his shot goes wide of the net. Cal still got it, though. Now trying to send it towards the net. That tips up. Ryan with it. He shoots, and that goes just wide. Now Cal in the corner trying to get to it here. Sent out, finally out to center. Now it's brought in by Rademan. Rademan with the shot that's blocked out front, but he keeps it there. Now into the middle. Kept in along the side there. Now working their way back and sending it up to Booze. Booze coming in. He gets pushed wide, and it's covered up on the defensive play there. Getting back into it there was that Aiden O'Neill? That's not Aiden O'Neill. Who's number 78? I believe somebody has a extra jersey. I don't know who 78 is supposed to be. We don't have a 78. Now Rutherford in for this face-off against Booze. Last-minute instructions here from the officials. I don't know what the discussion is. All right, so face-off won by Booze. Now to the middle. And now there's going to be a penalty. Penalty is going to go against Tucker Booze for cross-checking. That's his second penalty. That puts Ashburn on the power play. All right, so number 78 is actually Murphy, Michael Murphy. Now Rutherford going to face off here against Cameron Moore, I think. Nope, looks like they're going to switch it up. I think there's still a discussion here with the officials and the bench, but Ashburn on the power play. Face off won by Rutherford, taken back though by Golden as he gets it in. Now dumped in there by behind the net by Raderman. Sent around, not going to clear. Strabutzel holds the line. Now coming away with it, Rutherford. Rutherford looking, sends it across for Raderman, but just misses his stick. Kept in though. Now working down low with it, Raderman. Raderman trying to get a shot towards the net. That's loose off the post. Goes wide. Rutherford giving chase. That's sent out to center by Revich. Revich going to dump it in. Now that's sent in. Wide. Rutherford picks it up. He dumps it down low. Looking for Rubenstein. Now Rutherford coming behind the net. Looking. Dumps it down low. Looks for Morse. Morse comes to the middle with it. Morse around behind the net. Morse looking. He sends it back down low for Raderman. Raderman cycling it to Morse. Now back to Raderman. Raderman going to reset it to the top. Now a shot towards the net. Save. And now working away is Morse. Morse sends it down low for Raderman. Raderman checked up off the play. Picked up by Morse. Now to the middle. Rubenstein couldn't get to it and trying to clear the zone. Out to center it goes. Rutherford over to Revich. Now up to Morse. And that is icing as that misses Morse's stick and goes all the way down the ice. 1-0 Ashburn. 9:32 remaining here in the first period. Ashburn still on the power play for 41 more seconds. Now in for the faceoff here, Feliciano. Feliciano going up here against Dwyer, I believe. Faceoff won by Loudoun, and they get it to trickled in on net. Sorry, yeah, Dwyer. Dwyer's in for the faceoff here again, won by Feliciano. Feliciano sends it around the near side boards, trying to get it out. Trying to get it up and out of the zone is Wu. Oh, that's not Wu, that's Murphy. Murphy sends it up, finally gets into the States, and now here comes Donovan. Donovan with the shot towards the net, blocked away by Atkinson, and now back down low it goes. Now O'Neal. O'Neal puts on the brakes. Donovan's out front. Now back to Apostolescu. Shot towards the net. That's blocked away by Atkinson again. And I don't know why the whistle went. I didn't think it went out of play, but apparently it did. So maybe the official needed a break. All right, now Feliciano for the faceoff. He wins it back over to O'Neal. Now back to Apostolescu. Shot towards the net. Goes off the pipe. Now working through. Back to the top. Apostolescu. Down low for O'Neal. Shot towards the net. That goes over the net. Kept in by Murphy. Murphy working it. Murphy wearing his number 78 today as issue with his jerseys, I guess. Now O'Neal with a shot that's blocked away by the defense. Sit down low. Now Feliciano behind the net, looking for somebody to go with it, and finally sent out by Loudoun. They're going to send it all the way down. That's icing. Their penalty has expired, so we are back at 5-on-5 hockey. Faceoff going to come up to the left of the netminder, Atkinson, for Loudoun. Now face off here by Cal. Cal ties it up, gets it through. Kept in by Bultima. Now sent down lower by Ryan. Ball Cal with a shot towards the net. It goes through the crease. Nobody there though to put it away. And there's Ryan. He lost an edge though as he got to the puck in the corner. Now Bultima holding the line along the near side. Cal trying to pick it up. Cal trying to push it further. Trying to get through. Finally taken away by Loudoun. That is sent up by Loudoun as they're looking to get out of the zone. That's Russo. Russo sends it up and out of the zone for Loudoun, but it's picked up there by Morris. He dumps it into the zone where it's picked up there by Lynn. Lynn trying to get through. He sends it up. Getting it up to Alexander, but then taken back. And now here comes Conchar. Conchar finds Ryan. Ryan working his way through. He's got the Cal. Cal shot towards the net. It's blocked away and off the side. And then down into the corner. Now looking low. Cal trying to keep it alive. Sit down low. Radaman giving chase. That's sent around. Kept in by Sterbutzel behind the net, but it's picked up by Lynn behind the net. He whips it around as it is sent out of the zone by Taylor. I'm sorry, that was Ferentz. Now, Revich looking, sends up for Rutherford. Rutherford just can't quite hold it. And he gets on. He could not quite get back on sides. That's offsides. And we will get a face-off here just outside the Ashburn zone, outside the Knights zone. Rutherford's in for the face-off. He ties it up, pushes it into the zone. Now getting low. Looking wide to the other side, trying to get through. It's wrapped around by Loudoun as they try to clear. Now finally getting it out, Booze. He sends it through, but he can't get it any farther, and that's dumped in by Radaman. Radaman looking. He sends it towards the net. Now back down low. There's Rubenstein sends it wide of the net. Rutherford's looking to get the puck. He's taken down. No call. That was incidental to the play as it's behind the play. Now trying to get through and sent around. Looking up, trying to clear. He misses him. There's not going to be icing, though. Luckily, no interference, it looks like. But here comes Sterbutzel. Sterbutzel setting it up, looking, tipping it forward, trying to get through. Now Rutherford picks it up. Oh, and he couldn't. Rubenstein was offsides. Otherwise, they had a 3-on-1 opportunity breaking. But that was going to be close. Now in for the faceoff, Feliciano. Feliciano, he's got Donovan out there with O'Neal. Faceoff won by Loudoun as they go ahead and get it through. Trying to send it across, trying to get it up. That's sent back out by Murphy. Donovan gets up to it. He's going to win that race. Now, offsides. Now, official backing off Donovan and Dwyer as they were too close. All right, face-off won by Loudoun. Loudoun looking, trying to get through, trying to dump it in, couldn't, and now trying to work their way through. Now across, here's Hayes, or maybe that's Lynn. Now, back comes Feliciano. Feliciano's got Donovan with him, sending it towards the net. Puck is saved by the netminder, Atkinson. He sends it off to the corner. Now down behind the net, looking, trying to get out. Saved there by Apostolescu. Shot towards the net, but it is tipped by the stick of Taylor out of play, and that faceoff should be inside the Loudoun zone. 5:27 remaining to play here in the first period. Ashburn holding on to their 1-0 lead. Now face-off won by Ashburn, sent towards the net. That's loose. Puck is still loose. Puck is still loose. Now back to Boltima. His shot and glove down by Atkinson. He holds on. Atkinson coming up big. 12 shots on goal already for Ashburn, and only one has gotten past their netminder Atkinson. Now Cal in for the faceoff. Cal wins that faceoff back. Trying to get it over to Conchar. Can't. Kept in by Morse. And now by Ryan. Ryan cutting to the middle. Shot. Goal! Chris Ryan with the goal. I believe that's going to be unassisted. And that'll put Ashburn up 2-0 with 5 minutes exactly remaining here in the period. 2-0 Ashburn. Sorry about that, guys. I was on mute. I didn't know I was on mute. So, sorry about that. Thought I had taken it off. So, anyway, 2-0. 3:37 remaining as it comes back out to center. Now working their way through. Coming across Feliciano. Feliciano sending it down low. Being chased by O'Neal. O'Neal trying to get to it, but it goes around behind. Now sent around by Russo. Russo trying to get away from Feliciano. And finally he does, but he can't get it out of the zone as Feliciano keeps the zone. Now that's Lynn with it. Lynn sending it around, kept in by O'Neal on the boards. Now working his way through. Dixon finally gets it out, and now a 2-on-1 opportunity for Loudoun as they send it across. Shot towards the net, and goal. Sorry, I didn't catch that on video. my camera wouldn't turn, but that's a quick goal there by Loudoun here towards the end of the game, at the end of the first period, and it is now 2-1. And I'll give you names in a second once I get the word from the scores table. Face off there, won by Loudoun, as Loudoun's got a little bit of jump in their step now. Trying to work their way through. Booze can't get it through. Trying to get it across, and back out it goes. Now Tucker Booze working wide. Shot towards the net that goes wide. Now coming through Bultima. Bultima sending it up. Can't get it out of the zone. And now Ferens misses. Now with the Booze along the corner. Along the side, trying to get through. Trying to get out. Finally out it goes. Nope, they keep it in the zone. So puck behind the net. As now there's a jump in the net as Golden's got it. Golden trying to get it off of Bultima's stick. And back it comes as Morse sending it up. But he can't hit his winger, which was Apostolescu. Oh, no, that's not Apostolescu. That's Ryan. Now down. Between a shot by Ryan goes just through the crease, but he had no one there with him as they try to get out. Now working his way up Chun. Chun sends it up. Trying to get it to Ferens. Ferens to Chun as they look to regroup. Now Alexander with it behind his net. He sends it up. Trying to find Dwyer. Now Dwyer coming back with it. Set right back out by Butzel. Picked up by Rutherford. Rutherford loses it in the skates of a Knights player. Now being sent through. Trying to get through. Now coming through finally Rubenstein with it. Rutherford pushing it on to Rubenstein. Trying to get it lower. Now looking down low. Rubenstein trying to send it out. There's Revich. Revich shot towards the net. Almost tipped in behind. As Rutherford's got a stick on that, but it goes wide. Now working his way through. Lynn. Lynn's got Taylor with him, but he's checked up off the play. And now around behind it goes for Radaman. Radaman. Now working his way out. Is that Murphy maybe? Dumped in by Radaman. Rutherford's giving chase. He's got, that was Rubenstein that dumped that one in. Sorry, guys. Now back towards the net and wide by Revich. Now shot towards the net. Puck is loose behind the net. Checked off by Radaman into the corner. Rutherford gives chase. Forces a play behind the net. We're down to 35 seconds here in the period as they try to get it through down low. Now trying to get out of the zone is Loudoun. Loudoun finally getting it out of the zone. Taylor does as it's set back up. Finds Rubenstein. Rubenstein checked up off the play and trying to get through. 15 seconds remaining. Feliciano's out. He's watching his man. There's Apostolescu sending it up. Gets it out of the zone. That's going to go all the way down. Not far enough for icing, though. And 3 seconds left. That will do it for the first period. And Ashburn up 2-1 after one period. And we will take a break. We'll be right back with you here on Rud Sports Broadcasting. Stick with us. All right, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. Got taken away for a second. There's a shot by O'Neill. That's held on to. Ashburn in this second period moving right to left across your device or radio or whatever you're using to listen to this. So face off here just inside. There's Feliciano. Feliciano wins that one back. Now trying to get it out. It's kept in by Feliciano. And now finally sent out by Loudoun. They get it down the ice. Getting it down the ice now where Murphy picks it up. Murphy picks it up. Gets it up to Donovan. Donovan with Feliciano. Over to O'Neill. O'Neill just couldn't quite put it past the open net. Now O'Neill trying again. Still can't. And kept in by Apostolescu. He sends it in for Murphy. Oh, sorry, it was Donovan. And out it comes. Out to center. Working their way across. Now Apostolescu. Apostolescu getting it up. He finds Feliciano to Murphy. To O'Neill. And O'Neill scores. And it is 3-1 early on here in the second period. Ashburn up 3-1. And Loudoun looking a little short-handed here. Just for clarity, in the first period, Ashburn outshot Loudoun 14-4. They had 2 goals on 14 shots to Ashburn's 1, or Loudoun's 1 on 4 shots. Now face off at center. Cal's got it. Cal, he sends it back to Ryan. Ryan working his way down the ice. And his shot gets sticked aside by Atkinson. Now down below, Conchar. Conchar looking for it. He resets it back up top. He sends it for Multima. That shot gets knocked down. And out it comes. Now Dwyer coming away with it. Dwyer, and he is offsides was Taylor. That little move by Dwyer at the line put Taylor offsides. And we'll get a face-off just outside the Ashburn zone. Now, and for the face-off, Rutherford. Rutherford's going to face off against Dwyer. Dwyer wins that face-off for Loudoun. Trying to get through, but picked off there by Radaman. Radaman with a little bit of speed there, trying to get through. And now, trying to send it out, and it gets out to center. Picked up here by Apostolescu. He sends it over for Revich. Revich sending it up to Radaman, and it's dumped in. Now, Rubenstein and Rutherford is giving chase and sends around to the near side corners. Now, Rutherford picks it up. He looks, sends it up for Rubenstein. He can't quite put it away, but now a shot by Radaman that gets blocked away. Now, Dwyer working his way out for Loudoun. Loudoun dumping it in. There's Taylor. Taylor's giving chase for Loudoun. Now a shot towards the net. Saved by Wells. And then Revich lost an edge and went into the net. And the net came dislodged, so they blew it dead. So face-off coming up inside the Ashburn zone. 14:52 remaining here in the second period. Ashburn up 3-1. Now in for the face-off, Feliciano. Now face-off won by Loudoun. Ferens with it. Ferens looking down low, trying to get through to Booz. Can't get it by Murphy. Murphy comes away with it behind the net, sending it out, and it goes all the way down, but it's not going to be ice. So there's a race for the puck, picked up by Alexander. Alexander picks it up, and now he's working his way out. He sends it through. Morse gets it in his own zone, dumps it right back out of the zone. And now coming back with it here, there's Donovan. Donovan sending it across for O'Neill. O'Neill couldn't quite get his stick on it as it was in his feet. Kept in by Murphy. Now down low, Feliciano. Feliciano with it. He's got it down low, looking out front. Still with it behind the net, though, Feliciano. Now he's going to reset behind to O'Neill. O'Neill resetting to Murphy. Murphy down low for O'Neill. O'Neill looking. Trying to send it out and kept in. Now O'Neill, there's Feliciano blocked away by Atkinson. and kept in at the line by Morse. Now Morse working his way across, sends it in front, but it's taken back by Loudoun, and they're going to send it all the way down the ice. That's icing, and we'll get a face-off, but they had some tired bodies on the ice, and they needed to get a change. 13:39 remaining here in the second period. Ashburn up 3-1. Now Cal's in for this face-off. Cal ties it up. Finally take it back and picked up by Ryan, but he can't hold it, and Dwyer comes away with it for Loudoun. Now working his way in, Dwyer. Picked up there by Apostolescu into the near side corner. Dwyer and Lynn working on it. Hayes can't hold the line, and now a chase for it as Ryan and Cal comes away with it, tries to send it across as he looks for it. Now a shot towards the net. Score! Ryan! Chris Ryan on the feed from Cal, and let's see, and Conchar? And possibly Casey Conchar. And it is now 4-1. Now Rutherford back in for this faceoff. Faceoff one. And sent back. Atkinson just getting pulled. He's not very happy about it. Now Apostolescu trying to send it around. He turns it right over to Dwyer. Dwyer sent through. Now saved by Wells. And off to the corner it goes. Now working their way through. Off to the corner, trying to get it out. Can't get it out. Revich not able to get through. Shot saved by Wells. In the middle, another shot. And held on to by Wells. He was in a interesting position there, pretzeling to make sure that puck did not get inside the cage. So 12:43 remaining here in the second period. Ashburn up 4-1. Now in for the faceoff, Feliciano. Now faceoff one by Feliciano. O'Neill tried to get out of the zone, couldn't, and probably tripped up. No call coming. Now shot towards the net, saved by Wells. Back down low, Loudoun trying to get through. That's Dixon. Dixon trying to find a place to go with it. He sends a shot that's blocked by Wells. Now Revich behind. He gets it for Ashburn and sends it up to the zone. Now with speed, here comes Feliciano. Feliciano's got O'Neill with him. He shoots. He scores! Nico Feliciano unassisted, and it is now 5-1. Now face off by Cal. Cal wins that over. He gets it for Ryan. Ryan working his way in, sends it low, trying to get through. Now out it comes to Ferentz. Ferentz trying to get up. He's a couple on the boards. Now picked up by Conchar. Conchar looking across. He finds Ryan. Ryan with a shot and a save by their new netminder for Loudoun. Gavin Vanderland. Vanderland is who was in net on Sunday night and really faced a lot of rubber. And played very well. So I think he had almost 50 shots on goal, 7 goals against. That's a respectable save percentage. Now Cal out front, untouched, and saved by Vanderland. Now behind the net, going low. Now Cal trying to get to the puck. It's inside the corner, trying to get through, checked up off, and now Alexander working his way out. Now Baltimore with it, resetting for Ashburn. Ash coming in across Baltimore. He's checked up off the puck. Cal giving chase. And the puck is up in the air, and that's going to be a hand pass. That's going to be a hand pass, and that faceoff is going to come up outside the zone. as Ratterman had knocked that one down, but he knocked it down with his glove to one of his. Sorry, not Ratterman. Cowell had knocked it down, but he knocked it right to Ratterman's stick. That's a hand pass in the offensive zone, which brings the puck outside, the face-off outside the zone. Now Rutherford in for this face-off. Rutherford wins that face-off, gets it over, comes through with it. He's checked up off the play. Puck a little bit of a high hit. Dixon with it. Dixon working through, intercepted there by Rutherford, then out it goes. Now trying to work his way through. Now Golden trying to reset. Looking low, Alexander working behind the net. Trying to send low. Now sent across, and that's taken by Murphy. Murphy waiting for everybody to clear. Apostolescu back to Murphy. Now looking to send it up. He sends it for Rutherford. Rutherford gets through the middle, sends it off for Rubenstein. Shot and a goal! And it is now 6-1 Ashburn. That goal, Rubenstein from Rutherford. And I think also from Apostolescu. So they may have a second assist on that, but definitely one assist. So good pass, good shot, and it is now 6-1 Ashburn. Now inside, Feliciano in for the faceoff. Faceoff won by Feliciano, but it's tied up and taken by Booze. Booze gets it over to Russo, and he just sends it out, almost takes out one of his coaches in the process, and the faceoff will come back to center because that's where he shot it from. Now Feliciano in for the faceoff. Faceoff won by won by Dwyer as it gets out, trying to send it up, and people falling all over the ice. Now a shot by Booze, that's gloved down by Wells. He'll hold on, and we'll get a faceoff inside the Ashburn zone now to the right of netminder Scott Wells. 10-11 remaining here in the second period. Ashburn up 6-1. Now Cowell's in for the faceoff. Cowell wins that faceoff back. It's tied up, trying to get out, and kept now by Hayes. That shot gets tipped away by the defense, and now Morse picks it up. Morse picking it up, gets it up for Ryan. He looks across, trying to get it over to Conchar. That's kept in, as now sent out. Here comes Dixon. Dixon drops it off for it wasn't Taylor. That was Dwyer. Anyway, here comes Bultima with it. Bultima checking up for Ashburn. Now he gets it up for Conchar. Conchar loses it down low. Tried to get it to the front, couldn't. And here's Booze. Booze working his way back. He's got Ferens with him, and that was offsides at the line. They missed it. Shot saved by Wells. Now working their way up, getting it out of the zone. And back comes Ratterman. Ratterman to Ryan. Ryan sends it in, and that's saved and sticked aside. Now sending it down low. Now shot towards the net. Picked up by Rutherford behind as he looks behind. He puts on the brakes, sends it forward for Rubenstein. Rubenstein shot, not there. Trying to send it up low. Now to Ratterman. Shot and glove down by Vanderlyn. He's going to hold on. And we'll get a face-off here to his left. Right. Excuse me. To his right. So Rutherford's going to be in his face-off. He's going to go up here against Lynn. That face-off won by Rutherford. He gets it back over to Apostolescu. Apostolescu. Rutherford sends it down low for Ratterman. Shot by Rubenstein. Puck is loose and covered up by Vanderlyn. He'll hold on, and we'll get a face-off here to the right again. So we'll do it again. Now Feliciano. That face-off won by Feliciano, but Loudoun able to clear it away. That's Taylor. Taylor getting across center, dumps it in. And now working, here's Revich. Revich sending it around across for O'Neill, trying to set it up and get it out of the zone, but it's kept in by Lynn. Now over to behind the net, looking for Ferens. Ferens sends it back for Alexander, but it's tipped away. Now it's Alexander did get the shot on and saved by Wells into the near side corner. Now out it goes. And now Feliciano. Feliciano coming in. He's got Donovan with him. Shot saved by Vanderland and sent into the corner. Kept in along the line by O'Neill. And back comes now down low. Feliciano puts on the brakes as he tries to put it off the back of the net, but it goes wide. Now he gets it back, intercepting it behind the net. Feliciano working it down low. And now along the far side boards, sends it back down into the corner and trying to work it through. Now kept in at the line by Revich. Revich sends it right back down for O'Neill down in the far side corner. O'Neill working it. He's being worked over there by Taylor. Now coming away with it is Loudoun. They're just going to send it down the ice. And they're going to say it was tipped by Ashburn 6, so no icing. And Revich will pick it up and reset for Ashburn. Now being sent up, but that is picked up there by Chun. Chun working his way in along the boards, checked away by Cal, and now working his way up. That's Ryan. Ryan finding Conchar. Conchar trying to get around. He's checked up off the play. Ryan trying to hold it. Down low, trying to find Cal. Cal couldn't quite get his stick on it, and that's kept in. And now Morse sends it back down low for Revich. Not Revich, Conchar. Now checked away from the puck there was Ryan. Now Morse holding the line temporarily, but it does finally get out to center. And now down it goes. Onsides, that looked like it was offsides to me, so tip for tat, I guess. Now kept in there by Ryan. Ryan checked up off the play, and it gets out to center. Now a 3-on-2 developing. Booze setting it back for Dwyer, but great back checking by Ashburn gets to it, and now setting it up. Ratterman gets it out of the zone, working their way down. Now back it goes. Back through center, trying to get across. Taylor down low. Taylor working his way through, saved by Wells. Short side. Now checked up off by Bultima. Taylor both go down. His helmet was off, and it wasn't blown dead. Now back to the point. Now blocked away by Rutherford. Now there's a race for it. Now Rutherford's going to pick it up, and he couldn't get his shot off. He intercepted the pass by the goaltender, empty net, but he couldn't quite get the shot off. Now looking across to the middle, Rubenstein, or is it Ratterman to Rutherford. Rutherford shot saved by Vanderland, and we'll get a face-off here inside the Loudoun zone. Now inside, Feliciano, 5:31 remaining in the first period. Now O'Neill with it, his shot kicked aside by Vanderland, now into the corner. Looking around behind, Feliciano now into the other side. Donovan giving chase, he lifts the stick, gets to the puck. Now back down low, finds Feliciano, looking for O'Neill, and it is sent out to center. And being picked up, Apostle Eskew going to pick it up. He sends it up. He loses it, though, as it's dumped right back down low by Dixon, and now picked up there by Murphy. Murphy picking it up, sending it around, trying to get up. Kept in by Alexander. He gets it over to Dixon. Dixon resetting to Taylor. Oh, that's not Taylor, that's Lynn. And that puck is shot and saved by Scott Wells. He'll hold on, and we'll get a face-off to the right of the Ashburn net with 4:48 remaining here in the second period. Ashburn still leading this one 6-1. Now Kyle is in the face-off. And now off to the side it goes as here comes Ryan. Ryan coming up. He's got Conchar with him. Ryan sends it towards the net, and it's whistled out of play as it's saved by the netminder and Vanderland. Now face-off coming up Down low. Now Contract cutting to the net. Puck is loose. Puck is still loose. Big saves there by Vanderlyn. Now kept by Revich. Revich sends it out for Cal. Cal trying to get through center with it. Trying to keep it, and finally in across the line. Here comes Cal. Now down low, picked up behind by Ryan. Sent around, not able to get it out. Strabutzel holding the line on the near side, and finally out comes Loudoun. But it's picked up right away by Revich and sent right back out. And right back in by Ryan. Down it goes behind the net. Now intercepted there by Cal. He went to try and center it. No one was there, and he lost his edge, and it is sent out of play by Ferens as he tried to use the boards to get it out of the. He tried to use the boards to put it out, but that face-off is going to be outside the zone. It is most decidedly put out by Loudoun. All right, so face-off coming up outside the zone. Rutherford in for this face-off. That face-off won by Loudoun. Now working their way through, they dump it in. Trying to get through. Working across, Dixon. Dixon takes a shot that goes high up over the net. Now down low, Lynn. Lynn shot towards the net. It gets through, but saved. Now Rubenstein. Rubenstein sends it up for Rutherford. Rutherford's working his way, and he's poke checked off his stick, but kept in at the line by Rutherford. Now across finds Ratterman. Ratterman into the corner. That was Rubenstein that sent it across. He's chasing it now in this side corner. Trying to get it down low. It's sent out by Loudoun. Loudoun, Dixon coming through. He's going to be checked off by Strabutzel as he tries to get through. Now coming in across. Dwyer, shot. It goes high over the net. Now Rutherford picks it up. He looks up. He tries to find Rubenstein, but he couldn't quite get him on the lead pass. And we will get a face-off back inside the Ashburn zone. 2:57 remaining here in the second period. Ashburn up 6-1. Now in for the face-off, Feliciano. Feliciano wins that face-off back to Bultima. Bultima sending it around, trying to get up the boards to O'Neill. O'Neill checked up off the play. Now down low it goes. Behind the net, Booz. Booz using his speed to get around. Trying to keep up, and he takes it outside the zone. And that puck was most definitely outside. That puck was most definitely outside the blue line. Even though he didn't go, the puck did, and that is now face off outside the zone. Now Feliciano with the face off. That's won by Booz as it comes back. And now working their way in. And there's a big check. And luckily the ref wasn't watching that one because that probably should have been roughing on Donovan, but it didn't get called. All right, now across, here it comes O'Neill. O'Neill looking to dump in, waiting for his players to get on side as Feliciano had stepped in just a little early in anticipation. Now looking down low, O'Neill trying to get it down low for Feliciano. Now up front, shot, puck is loose. Puck is still loose and finally covered up by Vanderlyn. He'll hold on, and we will get a face-off to his right. 2:07 remaining here in the second period. Ashburn up 6-1. Now Cal in for this face-off. Cal sends that one across, can't get around, and it's picked up. Now looking down low, trying to get through, cannot. Continuing to work as they try to get it out of the zone as Loudoun. Now Dwyer finally going to pick it up for Loudoun as they work their way out. He gets it up for Booz. Booz sending it back. And that's whiffed on. Now looking across, Cal looking, and he just shoots it wide of the net. I don't think that was intentional. I think he was trying to pick a corner. but down low, now picked up there by Chun. Chun trying to get it out. He can't get it out for Loudoun. Finally picked up by Booz. He's checked up off the play. And finally, he's tripped. And that was probably a trip by Ryan that's not going to get called, or Murphy. Murphy's the one without a stick. And now trying to get out of the zone with it. Here's Ryan. Ryan sending it up. And out it goes. Now sent up. It gets up to Lynn. Now Apostolescu with it. Apostolescu comes around, and now Radovan setting it up. He finds Rutherford. Rutherford working his way across. He gets around one, works to the middle, shot. Oh, it goes through, but nobody was on the other side. Now working their way across, trying to get through. Looking down low as Taylor comes away with it for Loudoun. Now the centering feed. That goes wide of the net. And now picked up by Rubenstein. Rubenstein getting harassed. And now he loses the net. Now Rubenstein takes it around one. Shot. Save. Goal! Rubenstein by himself. It is 7-1 Ashburn. And it looks like one of the Ashburn's players just left the ice surface. I don't know who it was. All right, face-off there, won by Loudoun. Actually, I think it was won by Rutherford and then picked up by Loudoun. Now working their way out, trying to send it through. Can't get to it. Working their way out. Down low. Shot loose into the corner. Baltima gets to it, sends it up off, looking for Raderman. That is the end of the second period. Ashburn up 7-1. That will give us running time as we go into the third period. So in that period, Ashburn 20 shots on goal for a two-period total of 34. And they ended up with 5 goals on those 20 shots. In that period for Loudoun, 11 shots on goal. None of them got past the netminder Scott Wells, and so they 0. So we enter the third period. Ashburn leading this one 7-1, and running time will be the rule because they are up by 6. The rule is 5. You got to get below 5 for the time to stop again. All right, 17 minutes remaining in this game. And barring a major collapse by Ashburn, should put them into the state tournament. Now looking below and lock them into the CBHL playoffs. All right. Maybe I'm speaking too soon. All right, being sent down now by Loudoun. It doesn't make it far enough for icing, and that's sent around by Strabutzel. Strabutzel sending it up. He finds Feliciano. Feliciano working wide, trying to send it out, and there's a shot saved by Vanderlyn. Trying to work down low. Donovan back to O'Neill. Now sends it up front, looking for Donovan, but he couldn't quite get to it. Was O'Neill, and now back comes Taylor. Taylor, it's picked off his skates and it is sent all the way down. That should be intentional. Because Taylor was well off sides and they just dumped it in. But I think they're gonna call it intentional offsides because Taylor was about 10 feet off sides when and he shot it in that direction. So again, we're running time. We're down to 15:50 remaining. Cal in for the faceoff. Cal wins that faceoff and sent that round down behind. Bultima going to hold the line along the near side boards as they work their way through. Now Bultima behind the net. He sends it up, finds Morse. Morse sends it towards the net. That's blocked out front by the defense, kept in by Cal, who's covering for Bultima on the defensive line, trying to keep it in. And finally, it's sent out there as it gets out by Ferentz. It's overskated by Lynn, kept up and sent right back up to the blue line where it's picked up there by Chun. Chun working his way across the blue line, tries to center it, blocked away by Bultima. Bultima inside his own zone. Ashburn moving left to right across your device or radio dial, whichever way you are listening to this. And now here comes Bultima. Bultima jumping up. He's looking at the front for Ryan. Couldn't quite get it to him. And now checked up off by Rutherford. Now having to wait is, and there's going to be a penalty upcoming on. There's a penalty upcoming on Loudoun for that hit after the fact. Looking across, sending it down low. That's going to get picked up. And Murphy misses everybody, but the penalty for cross-checking is the penalty. So the face-off should theoretically be inside the zone. They got that one wrong, but Rutherford wins that faceoff. I thought the faceoff was going to be down there. It was sent outside the zone. Now looking down low, and Rademan working it down low, trying to get through. Rebic holds the line. No, he doesn't. It gets out to center. He's going to have to reset to Sterbutzel. Sterbutzel looking wide, looking. Rebic trying to send it across. He gets it for Rademan. Now picked up by Rutherford. Rutherford coming in. He drops it off for Sterbutzel. Shot towards the net. Saved by Vanderlyn. He's going to hold on, and we will get a face-off just to the left of the Loudoun net. 13:33 and counting. 1:20 remaining on the penalty to Loudoun Ferentz. Feliciano in for this face-off. He wins that back to Apostolescu. Now sent across. Picked up there by Donovan. Donovan over to Feliciano. Working it back to Murphy. Murphy back across to Apostolescu. Now down low. Alex Apostolescu looking wide. Shot towards the net. That goes wide of the net. Kept in by Murphy temporarily as it gets out. And it'll be picked up there by Apostolescu. He finds O'Neill. O'Neill back across from Murphy. Now back to O'Neill. O'Neill comes in. Looking shot. Saved by Vanderlyn off to the corner. Feliciano with the puck. He sends it back for Apostolescu. Shot towards the net. Blocked away. I don't know if that hits defense or if that actually got put away by Vanderlyn. Now to the middle. O'Neill can't quite get his puck off his stick. And now here comes Apostolescu. Shot towards the net. Puck is loose in the middle and kept alive. Now Apostolescu, another shot blocked out front. Kept by Murphy. Murphy sent it back down low. Now behind Alexander, couldn't quite get to it. So kept now Feliciano looking, resets to Murphy, and that puck gets out to center and will be picked up by Apostolescu. Apostolescu over to Murphy. Now to Apostolescu as he tries to get it through. Working across, being sent up, and that's over for Donovan. Donovan trying to get to it. Now to Feliciano. Feliciano can't quite hold on to it, and it gets out to center. Being picked up there by Dixon. Now sent out of the way by Ashburn. Here comes Feliciano as he tries to sidestep Hayes, but he's checked away from the puck. Now into the far side corner. Conchar gets to it. Conchar down low for O'Neill. Back to Conchar. Conchar with it again. Shot. Goal. And that is a goal for Casey Conchar. It is now 8-1. And we are down to 11-13 and counting as we are still in running time. Face-off face-off coming up at center to Cal. He'll be facing off against Tucker Booze. Now face-off taken by Cal. One. Now he gets it over to Conchar. Back to O'Neill. Back to Conchar, but it misses him. And Lynn sends that one around. Now Dixon. Inside, looking behind his own net. Looking, sending it up. And gets it out to center where it's picked up. It's picked up by Lynn. Lynn dodging one. Checked up off by Cowell. Now down low it goes. Morse continuing to work his way up. Now sending it up, finds Cowell. Cowell coming in wide along the far side boards. Looks to the net. And he's checked up off the play. And picked up now by Bultima. Bultima trying to send it towards the net. Out front for Conchar, but he couldn't pull the trigger. And we got a penalty coming up on Loudoun. And that's going to be a hook. And we're back at a power play for Ashburn. Already up 8-1 and 9:54 and counting remaining. So that penalty to Dixon for hooking. And Rutherford in for this face-off. Rutherford ties up the face-off taken by Loudoun as they send it all the way back out. That's sent down, no icing. Sterbutzel going to get to it here. Sterbutzel setting it up for Rutherford. Rutherford looking, he finds Ratterman. Now down low, trying to get it to Rutherford, but it is covered up by Vanderlyn. That'll give us a face-off to the right of the Loudoun net. Now Rutherford in for the face-off. That's tied up by Rutherford. Finally coming away with it. Rubenstein, he sends it to the corner. Sorry, that was Ratterman, not Rubenstein. Now Rubenstein down low, looking, trying to get it to Ratterman. Now back down low, looking, Sterbutzel. Sterbutzel sending it towards the net. That's loose. Now back towards the net. Rubenstein. Rubenstein behind the net. Looking. Trying to send it through. Can't quite get to it. Grevich with the shot towards the net. Now Rutherford picks it up along the boards. He's looking. He's going to come through. He sent it over cross for Ratterman. Couldn't quite get it past the pipe there. Now back to Rutherford. Rutherford shot saved by the netminder. Another shot towards the net. Now Rutherford, another shot towards the net. Saved by Vanderlyn. Now looking. Sterbutzel's shot. That's sticked aside by Vanderlyn. He sends it out. And up it goes. That's going to get no icing. Now Wells chops it off to the corner. Now working his way down low. Brevich. Sterbutzel. Only person down there for Loudoun was Taylor. Now cuts to the middle, and that's going to be a penalty on Sterbutzel. And Sterbutzel had a stick in there as he was trying to poke check the puck away. And that will make it a 2-minute penalty. So Ashburn going to go to the penalty kill. 2 minutes for tripping. Now face-off. Won by Feliciano, or not won by Loudoun as they work their power play. Feliciano giving pressure. Now down low, Loudoun working it, trying to get it up. That's Hayes. Hayes down low, trying to work it around. Down behind, Apostolescu picks it up for Ashburn, sends it out. It's going to go all the way down. That's going to be icing, and we'll get a face-off back inside the Ashburn end. 6:42 and counting remaining in the game. 1:10 and counting remaining on the penalty to Sean Sterbutzel for tripping, hooking, or whatever it is they call. Ashburn still leading this one 8-1. Now that faceoff won by O'Neill. O'Neill just sends it out and no icing. That's not going to get far enough. And Donovan's going to catch up to it, chasing it down as Loudoun working its way through. Now Loudoun coming up. That's Hayes. Hayes looking down low, trying to get it through. He gets it across for Booze. Booze shot saved by Wells. Now working it towards the net. Chun. He couldn't get through. Sorry, that wasn't Chun. That was Alexander. Now Donovan looking up. He finds O'Neill. O'Neill's breaking. And that shot and saved. And no penalty upcoming, even though O'Neill had a player on his back. So probably should have been a penalty shot because he was alone on the goaltender and got taken out. But you know what? When it's 8-1, probably don't need to do that. All right, face-off won by Ryan on the penalty kill as they work their way out. Now Strabutzel is back. So we are back to 5-on-5 hockey. Cal trying to get it out of the zone. He's got it in the corner. Now back to the corner. And out it goes. Alexander with it for Loudoun as he tries to get it out of the zone. Picked up there by Ferentz. Ferentz sends it back, looking at Chun. Chun trying to work it up. He gets it up for Booze. Booze is checked up by Conchar. And now down it goes to Morse. Morse sending it through. Morse gets it up for Conchar. Conchar sends it up for Cal. Cal working wide. And it's poke checked away from him. And out it comes. Now to center. Booze. Booze working his way along the far side boards. Being watched there by Morse. Morse trying to get it up. He gets it up for Cal. Now across. He finds Conchar. Conchar just going to dump it and ice it. I'm not sure why, but I guess the clock keeps moving, so I guess it doesn't matter. So faceoff going to come back to the right of the Ashburn net. Ashburn up 8-1. Rutherford's going to be in for this faceoff. Now that faceoff won by Rutherford. He's going to take it up, and he's going to work. He's working wide. He gets down low, looking for Ratterman. Back behind the net, Rutherford. He sends it. He tried to send it around behind for Ratterman. Ratterman does. To Strabutzel. Shot towards the net. That's saved. Now looking wide. Now another shot. Rutherford tries to get to it. Can't. Now Rutherford picking it up. He's going to turn and fire, but he turned it and fired it into a defenseman, and it came back out. Now looking up. Revich trying to get it in. That's dumped in and around. Rubenstein holding the line. Sent back up and working their way out. Now sent all the way down. That's icing. And faceoff going to come back inside the Loudoun end. 3:13 and counting remaining in this game. Ashburn still up 8-1. Now inside the faceoff zone, there's Feliciano. Feliciano wins it. He's looking behind. He finds Feliciano behind the net now. As that was O'Neill that had it in the corner. Now behind the net, Feliciano. Puck is up on the net. It comes loose to Donovan. Donovan sending it back up for Apostolescu. Apostolescu, he can't quite hold the zone. It comes out. Dwyer gets a hold of it, then Taylor. Taylor dumps it in. It's taken. Now Donovan looking. He gets around one. Can't get around Alexander, and it's sent right back out to center as back comes Dixon. Dixon in across the line. He sends it down low. Murphy checked up off the play. Murphy looking wide. He goes behind the net. As he works through, he sends it up. He finds O'Neill. O'Neill can't quite get past Hayes. Hayes is going to pick it up for Loudoun. They're sending it around to the near side boards. There's Apostolescu. Down low. Apostolescu hit hard by Dwyer. He's a little slow getting up. Now working down low. Puck is loose at the side of the net. Dwyer just trying to get out of the zone. And he does. He dumps it in, and that's going to go wide. Now Apostolescu going back to pick it up. Looking for Murphy. He's hemmed up behind the thing. Finally gets it over to Conchar. Conchar sending it all the way down. He's going to ice it, and there'll be a face-off back inside the Ashburn end. We're down to 122 and counting here in the game. Ashburn up 8-1. Face-off there, won by Loudoun as they continue to work it. And now Cal gets it out to center. It gets all the way down. Chun sends that back. He's going to find Booze. Booze got a partial break. He takes a shot. That's sticked aside by Wells. Now down low, Booze with the shot. That gets sent away by Wells as it is down low. Now another shot save. That stopped by Lynn. Didn't make it through or didn't get past Wells. That definitely went off his pad. Definitely a save. Now working our way up. Conchar trying to send it up. Can't get through. Back comes Chun. Chun dropping it back as he looks for Hayes. And checked up off the play there. And now working his way through Cal. Cal coming in across the line. He's going to dump it in. Trying to send it across. Finding Booze. But not able to get it too far. And now to Dixon. Dixon's got it here. He's going to dump it down low. Down to the last couple seconds here. That will do it for this game. Thank you for tuning in to Rudd Sports Broadcasting. Ashburn with an 8-1 decisive victory in that period. Ashburn with 12 shots on goal, scoring 2 of those for a 2-period total of 8 goals. 3-period total, game total, 8 goals on 46 shots. So tip your hat to the goaltenders from Loudoun. That's a lot of rubber to be facing. Also in that period, 6 shots on goal, no goals for Loudoun, for a 2-period total, a game total of 17 shots on goal, 1 goal against, or 1 goal in. So that will do it for tonight. With that game, Ashburn should be qualified for the state tournament. If I have read the bylaws correctly, we'll know officially here pretty soon, but that should do it. And they are also now should be locked into playoff position. Tomorrow morning's game against the Huskies and next weekend's games against Tri-City and Montgomery will only be for positioning in the standings for CBHL. Thanks again for watching here on Rudd Sports Broadcasting. Again, please go support the Till Valhalla project, as Till Valhalla's got I read the spiel a couple times today. I'll continue to do so, but please go ahead and support the Till Valhalla project, because 20% of their proceeds go to helping getting care for veterans, as well as to producing plaques for the fallen heroes. So please keep focus on the mental awareness for our veterans and go support the Till Valhalla project. That's it for tonight from the Ashburn Ice House, where your Ashburn Xtreme win decisively 8-1 over the Loudoun Knights. We'll see you tomorrow, and we will have another game coming to you 9:30 a.m. right here from Ashburn Ice Arena against the Howard Huskies. Good night. Take care.